everyone, this is Tamara from Seraphim Center for Healing and Education based in Oakland, Northern California. I wanted to make a video today about breathing, breath work, and I wanted to share my own personal experience with a few styles of breathing and sort of my feedback in terms of what works best for me. In essence, I wanted to introduce you to the different styles that I know of, and hopefully this can help you. Breathing is so important right now because the prana, as it moves through your channels, begins to break things, begins to break negative, heavy emotions, and also when you breathe, you oxygenate your blood. It improves memory and concentration. It breaks through blockages. It increases stamina. It vitalizes your immune system. And I think for me, the biggest thing is it makes me feel more present. It anchors my awareness in my body in the moment. So with that said, let's begin. I think the first style of breathing that I invoke the most, and when I'm seeing clients, I kind of ask them to do it the most, is diaphragmatic breathing. So there is diaphragmatic breathing has a couple of different foundations. One is that when you inhale, you allow your belly to naturally inflate like an infant, like the way an infant would do. So when you look at babies, when they inhale, their belly expands. So go ahead and take an inhale with me and let your belly expand. Now remember that breath work is a practice. And even though at first it might be kind of strained in this area, over time you'll be able to expand your belly easily. So another thing I do is put your hand on your belly and go ahead and inhale. So we're gonna do it in steps. First, we're gonna work on the inhalation, okay? So inhale and let the belly rise. There's a slight pause between the inhale and the exhale that I love to practice, and then the exhalation is longer than the inhale, and it's gentle and slow, and you're pushing all the air out of your lungs, okay? So let's begin. Inhale, let the belly rise. Beautiful. Let's do 3 diaphragmatic breaths. Ready? Inhale, let the belly rise. Beautiful. What this breath does is it activates your relaxation system, your rest and restore parasympathetic nervous system. It pushes on the diaphragm where we store a lot of stagnant emotions. So it helps open up the channels. It helps tone your vagus nerve, which is the nerve that's the most important aspect of your parasympathetic nervous system. And it pushes you into rest and restore, rest and digest. A wonderful calming breath. Okay. So I encourage you, when you're laying down or perhaps when you're sitting, sort of erect like this with ease. Let your body go. Practice some diaphragmatic breaths. Another form of breath that I love, love is heart breathing, because we also, this is our, it has its own brain. Our heart has its own brain, the way that our gut does. The gut has its own brain, the heart has its own brain, and brain is our mental brain. But I want to say heart breathing is so powerful because the heart transmits the biggest electromagnetic field of your body. Think about that. So it's so important to bring in. So remember, the chakras are like wheels and they turn like this. And they kind of go out like a cone in the front and they go out like a cone in the back. And so you're receiving information through the heart and you're transmitting information through the heart. So it's so important to surround yourself with positivity, positive people, positive words, positive vibrations, and to bring in all of that through that biggest electromagnetic field of the body. Now, one way that you can open the heart and bring in those positive vibrations is through what is called heart breathing. Now, the heart breath is a cyclical breath, equal length inhale, equal length exhale. So it's inhale, exhale. It's like a loop. Inhale, exhale. Sometimes I imagine that I'm before an ocean. And for me, I think the most beautiful ocean I've seen is in Cancun. So I'm before an ocean and I'm inhaling into the heart, exhaling out of the heart, equal length, equal length. So we do, let's say, 5 or 6 of these. And then at the end, we're going to think of 3 things we're grateful for. And you bring and you breathe that gratitude into your heart. So with that said, let's go ahead and start. Okay? So inhale into the heart. Beautiful. And now think of 3 things you're grateful for. Today, I'm grateful for so many things, but pick 3. And one by one, breathe in that vibration into the heart. Equal inhale, equal exhale. Sometimes it's good to use the hands too. It's like in the beginning, you just do this circle, right? Or you can imagine you're in front of an ocean. Beautiful. So let's focus on one more method and then I'll create another video with more. But I want to say the last breath I want to focus on is called wave breathing, and it's practiced in yin yoga. It is so powerful that when I do a couple of rounds of wave breathing, I start yawning like crazy. And yawning in energy work means releasing energy. So I'm going to go over this type of breath first, and then we'll practice a couple of rounds of it. Remember, the wave breathing is like 3 waves, right? So you breathe into the belly, you pause, you fill up the belly, you pause, you breathe into the space under the ribs, again the diaphragm, you pause, Breathe into the clavicle, like you hold the breath up here, you pull it up, pause, and exhale naturally. It's so powerful, I can't even tell you. So go ahead, breathe with me into the belly, pause, pause, it's hard to talk and do it, so I'll just guide you. Breathe into the belly, fill it up, pause, pull the breath to the space behind the ribs, pause, pull up, fill the lungs, hold it under the clavicle, pause, exhale, beautiful. Again, inhale into the belly, fill up, pause, pull up to the space under the ribs, pause, pull up to all of this, pause, exhale. It's so powerful to release stagnation, release stuff that's stuck in our meridians, in our channels, in our nadis. So these are the 3 types of breath. Practice them. Breathing, breath work is a practice. It's really a practice, like Reiki, like yoga, like Qigong. You get the benefits when you cultivate it. The magic is in the practice of it. So between now and the next breath work video, I want you to practice heart breathing with gratitude. I want you to practice diaphragmatic breathing, and I want you to practice this wave breathing. And then I will come back in a few days, and I will introduce you to a couple of different forms of breath work. Namaste. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.